Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our fourth episode of Massive Darkness 2 Hellscape, where we're playing a scenario where we are going, I think it's called I don't remember, I'll get you the name of it in a second. I won't have any corrections in this particular video because I kind of did the back-to-back and I didn't see anything that I needed to correct. I'm sure there probably was something. It's Highway to Hellscape, where we were trying to open up a gateway to hell using these these levers to open the door to the gate and getting to the gate. So that's what we have to do, and we've been battling our way through the hallways, not very quickly, I might add. So we're having a lot of challenges, but let's, I wouldn't say a lot of challenges, just the battles are fierce and we're trying to get through the hallways as quickly as possible. So let's get on that and see if we can pull something off here, do some damage. Alright, so we're going to get started right now with our game. So if there were any game corrections from last episode, I might put them in the notes here. I might wait till next episode. We'll see. Might have two episodes of corrections. And the reason there are corrections in this particular setting is because when I did the first one, it was a complete blind playthrough. This is like my second game, so I wanted to make sure I got the rules right. I'm sharing that with you all so you can see my thought process. And you know what? I didn't get rid of the gargoyles. Who killed the gargoyles last? I think it was our ranger. So the ranger should have this too. I wonder if this primeval club can be ratchet with. It's funny because I did that part but not the other part. Yeah, anyway, we only have one mob on the board right now. It's the undead, so there's a correction right there. Alright. Of course, we also have the roaming monster Cerberus, who's going to terrorize us pretty soon. Let's get started right away with this. We're going to take Urk's turn first, I believe, because Urk has something we can do to really do some damage to this undead. Now, I don't want to get too close because I don't... Well, actually, we should go with Nias first. He's able to get in and out pretty quickly, do some damage, maybe back up a little bit. I don't care that if they end up in melee with the undead. I do care that they end up in melee with Cerberus. We've got to do 15 points of damage to him, and we don't have like a heavy hitter like the Berserker or the Paladin, so we do damage, but not the greatest. So I think we're going to start with Nias. I'm going to flip over everybody's tokens, and we're going to get going. So Nias is going to take a move action first. 1, 2, and 3. Remember, Nias can move 3. He's got plus. That's his base ability. Because he is a centaur, he gets to move 3. And now he's got his new sling, which is pretty cool because it has a reroll. He also has, if he gets into melee, he also has his royal mace, which he can smack down some guys with. But we are going to use the bow first, and we're going to shoot into this undead mob. Now, the undead mob leader has an attack, yellow die attack, so we're going to have to deal with that. And we're nowhere at a point where we're getting closer to having to go up a level on the mobs, which is good. But we are going to fight it out. So let's talk about our dice pool. So our second action is going to be, he's going to attack with his sling. There are 3 minions, so we're going to have 3 black dice in the pool. Nias is in shadows, so Nias is going to have the shadow die. Nias also gets a yellow die for his sling, ranged combat, and a +1 yellow die ranged combat because of the quiver. And the undead do not have a defense die, but they do take 4 points each, so they're kind of hard to kill. Hopefully we don't take too much damage in the process. We did heal up. We do have a way to do some rerolls. We get 1 reroll for each of our previous attacks this round. So now we do have to draw some arrow cards, and we don't have so in the first attack this round. This attack we won't actually have a reroll. We'll have one in the next attack. I also need to remember to keep track of these abilities. We're running down on arrow cards here. Let's see what we get. We're going to draw our first one. It's 2 arrows. Ignore. Oh, I like that a lot. Okay, we're going to do that one. That's 2 more. That's 4. Right now we got -1 defense because it's for every 3. Do I take a chance? That's 4. I think I might not. These are pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. It'd be nice to ignore all those, but I think we're okay there. I think that's what we're going to settle on with 4 arrows. That's going to reduce their defense. They don't have any defense actually, so it's not going to matter. So the only thing that's really going to help us in that is that. And see, these are bad, so I don't want to overdo it. We're going to stick there. I think I don't want to push my luck too much. We do, however, now see, none of this does any good really. We didn't get our best ability, so we don't get the fire thing. Anyway, let's do some damage. I will take ignoring one of these hits. That is helpful. Let's see what we get here. Oh, look at that! Just a claw. We got 2, 3, 4 hits. That's going to take out one of the minion, only one, unfortunately, one of the minions right there. That's pretty good. We'll take it. Now this claw is going to take effect, and what is their claw? They attack. Attack is +1 yellow, and the mobs take 2 wounds. So we're going to do 6 points of damage because of this in this first thing, and we're going to have to roll another yellow die for them now. So let's see. Nothing. That's good. So it was blank. That is awesome. I spilled some things out of our loot bag, so I can put it back real quick. Okay. And we're going to put 6 points of damage. Well, actually, we're going to put 2 points of damage because I'm going to kill a minion. So we're going to put 2 points of damage on them and take out one of the undead minions. Yay! Okay, now what that means is Nias does go up in experience. He is closing in. He's at 8 points. He is closing in on his second, or going up to 3rd level. That's pretty cool, I guess. All right, let's go back and take his 3rd action, which will be another shot. Okay, we got only 3 cards left. Let's see what we can pull out of here. A 2. Oh, look at that. Defender takes fire. Definitely go again. A 2, that's a 4. A reroll and fire. I think we leave it there. What do you think? I don't know. I think that's pushing our luck. I don't want to. I always feel like I'm going to, because I know there's 4s in here. I don't know how many. I always feel like we're pushing our luck, and if I have 4 already on the board, we're not going to get a 3 or 2 or 1. Okay, and we saw a lot of 1s and 2s. So I think we'll take this. That'll be good. That'll give us 1 fire token on them, which I'll put there now. Whoosh, which will help us, maybe help us. We might at least be able to kill another minion. And we got a reroll, and we got another reroll because of our sling. So we got 2 rerolls in this one. Now, in our current dice pool, we're going to reduce one of these, so we only have 2. We have 2, and the shadow dice. So this is what we're going to be rolling on this attack. Let's see what we get. Oh, that's not as good. We did get our shadow ability. What is it? I got to remember what Nias is. Draw and discard an arrow card. Apply that many hits. Let's see what the apply in the middle section. What it says: draw 1 arrow card and apply the middle section. So plus 2 mana. Nah, I would have gone over. That was a 4, so I'm glad I didn't do that. So we're going to get 2 mana, but we're only going to get 1 because, well, actually we're full. We're not going to get any. However, we are going to take a hit. We only did 1 point of damage, and we're going to take a claw, which means another yellow point, but they take 2. Let's see what they get. A hit. So we're going to take 2 total hits on our guy, but that's going to be 1, 2, 3 more points of damage. We'll see what that does in a minute. I know we killed another mob. I think it's going to be mob +1. Let's go take a look and take our damage. Okay, we took 1 for the unstoppable hit and 1 for the yellow die from the claw. We don't have a defense. Oh, I get a defense die. No, I don't. No, never mind. Okay, I don't get. I'm not defending. I'm attacking. Okay, so we're down to. By the way, I put out these little gamer trays just to kind of keep things a little more clean. I feel like we've been. It's getting a little messy. So I do get to redo our arrow deck. It has been depleted, so we get to redo it again. And then we're going to see what happens with the enemies. I think we killed 1 more mob. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 on it. So we're going to take out another mob that is going to put Nias up to 9 experience, almost at 10, almost ready to level up again. That'd be pretty awesome to get another level out of that. And kill another of the minions. So there's only 1 minion there left, so that's pretty good. Unfortunately, that is the end of Nias's turn. So we are going to stop there. We're going to get on to, I believe we're going to go to Urk next. Okay, with Urk, I believe, so the first thing we're going to do when we activate is increase one of our elements. I believe to summon this guy, I need to get that, and I think I'll spend a token to summon to get that, and then I will summon our Flame Spirit. So we're going to go all the way down here, all the way down here. This is our Flame Spirit right here. It's going to summon in our space. Wait, maybe I should move first before doing that. Yeah, let's move first. We're going to go 1, 2 to here as a first action. And I don't believe the summoning is an action. Let me go look. Let me look. I don't think it is. I think we just have to spend, but I'll take a look at it. Flame Spirit's the Flame Spirit. Can have 1 spirit on the board. may activate each spirit once for free, and then may spend their actions to activate them again. So I think we just get to summon it. If I'm wrong, I'll figure that out later, but I don't believe so. We're going to go here and summon our fire spirit. This is what our fire spirit looks like. He's got a move of 2. His defenders take 1 fire damage, and he does 1 orange die. So I think we get 1 free activation. We're going to go 1, 2 right into there. We're going to just drive the fire spirit right in, and then it's going to attack the undead, because why the heck not? It's got 3 health. It's going to roll an orange die, and the defender's going to take a fire damage automatically. So maybe we can just do in this undead. Now that will be action number 2 for Urk, and we could just, if the flame spirit survives, we can just activate it again and keep Urk in the shadows, because Cerberus is on the way. Okay, so we moved the fire spirit from here into here. It moves 2, and then it's going to get an orange attack die. It is like a hero, right? Does it get a shadow die? I should look at that, because it is attacking from shadows, though I don't know if that's true. May activate it. When performing a move action, spirit has 2. Open door, cannot open doors. However, cannot open doors, interact, recover. They do not. To attack and defend, refer to the information on the spirit's card. When is killed, return to the tokens. Is shaman. I guess it wouldn't. Does it count as a hero during the count as hero? So I'm going to say that the shadow die applies. Okay, and I guess that would only matter for damage. I don't know. We'll see. And then it's got only one black die in the pool, and so that's it. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, let's kill it. Look at that. Nothing on the black die. 4 attacks, 4 hits on the undead. So that attack is going to kill a minion. And I believe that experience would count for Urk. So it's going to go up to 3. Urk is going to get up to 3. And then I have one more action. I think I'm just going to have Urk attack the thing again. It's got 1 damage on it. If it doesn't kill it, it's going to burn to death. So that's a good thing. Let's roll again. Our fire spirit is using Urk's last action. So he moved, summoned the spirit. The spirit moved up for its free action. Second action for Urk, attack. Third action. There we go. Okay, so it did do a claw. I guess that goes against the creature, right? So the claw is going to be, we're definitely going to kill the boss, I think, here, because the claw is going to do 1 yellow damage. So 1 damage to our fire spirit, so it's still kicking. I don't think the fire is going to matter, because we're going to do 2, and it's going to do 2 to itself because of the attack it just did. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So it's got 1 damage. This attack, the claw says +1 yellow die, and the mob takes 2 wounds. So this mob took an extra 2 wounds. That's 3, and then it's going to do 2 more from the spirit. So it is dead. These fire tokens are going to come off. They weren't useful, but that's cool. And then this boss is going back into the pool. Okay, and now we got to deal with that. So we're going to draw a treasure. I believe that would go to, I'm going to have to say this is Urk, because it's Urk's turn. So we're going to draw that, put it back in the bag. And that is going to be a rare treasure for Urk. Let's see what we get. No epic treasures yet, but we're getting closer. Okay, let's see what we get here. We got a nice big cut. So much loot to have. Double flail, attack, 2 mana, double the wounds dealt, 2 yellow dice. I don't know. The scythe that Urk has, gaining a mana and healing for each minion kill, is pretty good. So I think we're going to leave that alone. And then we will get this, and he's also going to get the serrated dagger. So now he's got 2 serrated daggers. Look at that. We could go that route too, and the undead is cleared from the board. Plus now we're going to get a +1 experience points for Urk killing the boss, and then 2 for the killing of the boss, which puts Urk up to 6. That is going to put Malice at 11. Nias, rather, and that's great. And then it's going to put Zuri at 7 experience points. So that's good. And that was Urk's turn. That was a really good turn for Urk, though I think Cerberus is going to kill the spirit. So now we got our our druid. Okay, so we're going to have this go up to 7 and this go up to 7, and then I think the bird doesn't get any, our eagle doesn't get any new movement, so we're just going to turn back into ourselves and move. Now the reason I want to turn back into myself is that's going to give us a point there too, based on Nature's Blessings, which is the level 2 ability we took. After transforming to your original form, increase the track of the animal form you left by 1. Okay, so here we are. We're just going to turn back into ourselves. We're kind of pissed off that we are going to have to take the long way around. What's shorter? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's the same. 1, 2, first action. 1, 2, second action. What will our third action be? I think the hold. I don't want to get too close to Cerberus. We could trade some stuff from our shaman. This thing's pretty powerful, this epic item, but it has 2 yellow dice, and if we spend 2 we get double the wounds dealt. I think so. Here's what Zuri has right now. She's got this primeval club. If you took at least 1 wound, do another wound. That's pretty good. Not as good as that double flail, so I could trade with Urk. And we also have the spear. Perform. I mean, that puts only 1 ranged attacker in here right now, because the spear, at least if I use the spear, I can at least attack into the next space. I feel like I have to keep the spear. Okay, well, that is the end of that. Alright, so we are going to actually, the serrated dagger, I actually don't have 2 serrated daggers. That one was Zuri. There's so much stuff on the board, I got to make sure I keep track of who has what. We have potions and stuff too, so I could gain. Now I think we're going to stop right there. I'm not going to open that door. We have to deal with Cerberus, who's coming down the hallway right now. We're going to spawn a mob. Where does the mob spawn? I think it spawns on top of our heads. Let me see. We're going to have mob spawns based on the darkness track. So if I look at the scenario we're in, we're going to have a mob spawn right in front of Cerberus. That's going to, and back in the back corner. We're going to have 2 mobs come at us right now. Yeah, that's going to be rough. Okay, let me think about what I may. Well, I don't know what other choice we have, but let me think about it anyway. No, those are where the mobs start in the beginning of the game, but now when we spawn them, we're going to spawn them at this portal over here. That is a roaming monster portal on this side. That is a spawn monster portal on this side, according to the scenario, and it's scenario based. So the green one says, actually, do I have that in the wrong spot? Highway to Hellscape? I do have that. That's for 5 players plus 3 players. This mob spawns back here where our starting point was. Ain't that wonderful? So it's going to start in the zone where we began, not over there. That's for 5 plus over there. So glad I caught that before. That's a portal token, and then we have a roaming monster portal token, which is up on the other side. So, okay, so we hit the darkness track. We haven't done that yet. We just finished our turns. I think we're going to hold. I was debating on whether or not I was going to hold Ziri's actions. I believe that I am. We're going to hold Ziri's actions. Okay, and that's going to be it for Ziri then. We're ready to do some attacking next turn. Okay, that means all the players have gone, so we're going to go to the level up phase. Well, we do have somebody that's going to level up. This is pretty cool. Sorry, I'd left my air conditioner on at that point. I apologize. It's just in between breaks, I'm turning it on so I can keep the room cool. Okay, we are going to spend 10. We're at 11, so we're going to go back to 1. That'll put us at 3. And that's going to give us +1 health, +1 mana. Grab those. +1 health, +1 mana, and that's permanent, by the way. And we're going to get to drop an epic loot token into our loot bag. That's pretty exciting. So that now we also get to get some abilities. So let me get the Ranger's abilities out. We got 1 level 2s and level 3s. Let me see, make sure. I think there's a couple of level 3s. Yeah. Okay. Got all the way up to level 5 abilities. Nice. Alright, so here's what we can take from. So let's look at the level 3 ones first, because those are going to be pretty nasty. Okay, level 3s. We have Fire Arrow 2. That means when we do that, we get to take 2, then add 1. Oh, that's pretty good. Piercing Arrow. For every 2 arrows revealed, defender loses 1 defense. That would be pretty good against Cerberus, by the way. Then we got level 1 arrow volley, range attack. Each other enemy in line of sight takes a wound. We got grappling arrow. This is level 2. During your first move action turn, first draw and discard one arrow card, gain +1 magic points, or movement points rather, per arrow card discarded. So it's like it's like a grappling arrow. Improve strings 1. When you overload, you may choose to ignore one of the effects. That's pretty good. Arrow volley 2 takes 2 wounds. I think I'm going to upgrade our fire arrow to number 2, even though we haven't done really well at getting the 7 arrows at a time, right? So, but we've leveled up, so we are done leveling up. Nias is now 3rd level. That is crazy. And now we are going to go to the darkness phase. Oh wait, monster activations. What am I talking about? Don't I do before I level up? I have to do those enemy activations. So pretend like that didn't happen with Nias quite yet. So now we're going to first activate a mob. There isn't one on the board, but we will be spawning one soon. While Cerberus is in the dungeon, okay, we got that. If any hero has no fire tokens, Cerberus moves 2. So Cerberus is going to move 2 to here with the fire spirit. Okay. Cerberus moves 2 zones towards the closest hero with no. Then toss all 3 tokens, each hero in magic range, which is Nias and the fire spirit, will take a fire damage. Takes 1 fire damage for each token that results in a fire token. So, okay, let's shake this up. Come on! Really, all 3? Well, this one's cocked, so all 3. All right, that's fantastic. So the fire spirit takes. That is really weak. The fire spirit has 3 fire tokens. Sorry, that's not the right one. And so does Nias. That is really bad. Man, Nias got hit with 3 fire tokens before. And that is Cerberus's attack. Okay, that's all that Cerberus does at this moment, except, no, it's going to do an attack as well. And then in combat, well, that was action number 1. Okay, so, got to look at my roaming monster attacks. Let's go look that up real quick. Oh, that's all Cerberus does. Okay, so it's basically, you look at those 2 conditions. It's the second one. It says, if all heroes have fire, Cerberus moves 2 zones toward the closest hero and attacks them if possible. So it wants to get all the heroes just laden down with fire tokens so we blow up. But that is going to be it for, actually that's all he did. So that wasn't too bad. That really didn't change anything for us. No damage done yet. It's going to be on the next round of activations. I think the fire spirit's going to blow up as well as perhaps Nias. But we're going to get down to then, so we did the level up phase, now we're going to do the darkness phase. Darkness track is going to go up 1, and we're going to spawn a mob at the mob portal, which is actually back here, not where I had it. So let's see what mob has wandered into the dungeon to come after us. Huh? Hopefully nothing terribly bad. An undead mob. Okay, well we just killed one of them. That is not bad. We'll put that out on the table. And we'll get out an undead mob. There is their leader. Once again, he's pretty awesome looking. And then we'll get 3 undead minions that are going to be marching their way towards us at some point. Where's the third? There we go. And there's the undead that will be marching their way toward us in the darkness phase. That is the end of... Yep, that's the end of it. That is the end of the round. So, pretty good there. We got 1 round in against Cerberus. We're going to get a round in against Cerberus right now. Let me flip over all the tokens. We're going to go back to the player activations. I'll try to make sure I stay in order this time. I did get out of order with the level up step because I was so excited about Nias becoming 3rd level before he burns to death. But we'll if we can take down Cerberus, we're right by these doors, so it's going to be good for us to get through there. Hopefully. Well, I think we'll have to split the party and send... I don't know. I don't think we should. We'll see. We'll see. But right now, let's get back to our turns. All right, everybody. Let's get going with the next round. But first, I need to make sure that the undead have their common treasure available to them. See what they get. A steel helmet, +1 defense. Okay, well, that's actually really useful for us. We definitely want to kill that mob as they come after us. But right now, we have to see if we can take down and deal with Cerberus. So I think we're going to start. Now, this could be useless because it might just die right away. But I think we're going to start with our first, our with Urk, our shaman, who is going to first command the fire spirit to attack Cerberus. However, when we activate the flame spirit, it has 3 fire tokens on it, which means we have to roll 3 yellow dice. Now, it's got 2 health left, so this might kill it. It probably will. And it did. So it had 2 life left, and that means that the fire spirit was killed. But it was worth a shot. So the fire spirit goes away for now. We can get it back. We can resummon it. We don't have the power to resummon it right now, but we can do that later. Now let's continue on. Actually, we're supposed to, at the start of a turn, up an element. I would have definitely upped the fire element to try and get ready to do this again. Okay. We could have also then spent, I think, yeah, we're going to spend both mana from our shaman to boost the fire up 1 more, and then the earth, I believe it is, up 1 as well, so we can get closer to resummoning the fire spirit. But it is, or the ice spirit rather, is what we did. We should have had this one, I guess. This is the flame spirit. Doesn't matter. We did what we did. Doesn't matter what model it is, but it's supposed to be the flaming bird thing. So apologies, had the wrong miniature out there. Okay, now let's continue on with that. So the fire spirit was the first action. Second action, do we move in and attack? I guess we do. We got to try and do as much damage as possible. So we're in decent shape. We got 4 health. So she's going to go 1, 2 into the space. We're in darkness, and then she's going to attack with the side. Now we have some defense and everything, so we'll see if we can survive it. We're going to attack with the side. We're going to gain 1 mana and heal for every minion we kill, but we're not likely to kill Cerberus. Cerberus has 5 health, or 15 health rather, and its defense is going to be 2 blue dice and 1 black dice. So the odds of us even hurting this guy is going to be pretty slim. So let's go get our dice pool. Okay, so here's what we got so far. We got 1 blue die and 1 black die. We got that. And we have 1 purple die because we are in shadows, and 1 orange die for the side. So we could do some damage. We'll see if we get lucky enough to do that. This is going to be the 3rd action, so it's going to be the last thing we get to do with Urk. Let's see if we get some luck there. We got 3. Oh, we did actually do some damage. We did 2 points. I could have ability to re-roll that. I don't think so. Yeah, don't have any re-rolls, unfortunately. But what we do have is we're going to get our 2 mana back, so we'll just stick with this because we don't really have a choice. So 2 mana out of 3, so we can normally hold 3. We got that, and we got 3 points of damage there. This was nothing, and the blue die had 1 shield. So we're going to do 2 whopping points of damage to Cerberus. I will put Cerberus's card, or damage on his card right there. And also I was told that I don't pull this token. I didn't take it out of the bag, I just took it out of the pool. But we don't have to do that, so just remember that. Okay, now let's move on. That was the end of Urk's turn. So let's continue on. Let me see, who do we want to go with the highest risk next? Let's do that. Okay, so now here's a problem, because with Cerberus here, we got these 3 fire tokens. They do not go away until Cerberus is dead. So we're going to have to roll 3 yellow dice, see how bad that is for our character. 2, 3, 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. That leaves us with 1 health on our hero. And again, those tokens do not go away. So we'll just put those aside for the moment. So they stay there. We don't get defense against them, but we are going to get to do our attacks. So we're going to use the sling, which is going to give us a ranged attack. It's going to be 2 yellow dice. And for this one, it says for each additional attack. We got all 3 of our actions. So we're going to take. Now remember, this is on activation, not on actions. So we took our first action now, which is to use the sling. So far, Cerberus has done a number on us. We're going to start this roll with blue and the black dice for Cerberus, the purple die for being in shadows, and 2 yellow dice, 1 for our sling, 1 for the quiver, and then we do not get a reroll on this roll. We would on the next. So action number 1, let's see if we can do some damage. Well, we did. Do we have any other rerolls? I don't think so. Oh, we got to pull our arrows. We got to do that first. So let's see what happens with the arrows. I'm going to leave the roll. I rolled it. We'll leave it as it is. It's a terrible roll. But we might be able to do some good here. So we got our arrows out. I don't know if I shoveled it from last when we used it up. So let's go here and see what we get. We got 1. That's 2. I think we'll go again. 4. This is always such a problem. I think we're going to... I got to do it. I got to risk it for a bit. Oh, okay. That's not bad. Not bad. But it doesn't really help us this round. So 2, 4, 6. We would have had no defense. It would have no defense against us. But we are going to get... We could spend a mana for -2 defense. Not a big deal. We get -1 defense. But you saw on our dice we didn't roll anything. And then we're going to take... The defender is going to take a fire token. And it doesn't say that Cerberus does not suffer damage from the fire token. So we'll get to roll an extra die when it activates. And that was our first attack. So that's going to get cleaned up. And we're going to go look at our dice. So it didn't do anything to add to our attack at all. So our Ranger is at max... mana, so we really can't do anything there. We don't have any rerolls this time, so we're just going to do 1 more point to Cerberus. That puts Cerberus at 3 of 15, and then we're going to do that attack again. Let's just do it again and see what we can do here. Now, man, if I take 1 damage, just 1 point of damage, I'm done, and I can't defend against it. I think for our next action, and it doesn't say you can't do this, I think we're going to recover 2 health, so that we have enough health. So we're going to have that action, so we only have 1 action left, but we have 3 health again, just in case we need it. And I'm glad because we did. But this shield, oh, we got to go pull our cards now. I keep forgetting to do that first. And this will be our attack action. So we got 3, 4. I don't know. I keep thinking we have to do it. This is not that great for us, but let's go. 5. Okay. Blah. Okay, what do we got? Actually it's 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So this defense is gone. That's good. That's helpful because we have many ways to get rid of the defense. For each 3 arrows revealed, 1, 2, 3, that would clear that right away. So we got rid of that, which means that we are currently doing 3 damage and taking 1. Let's see what else we got here. For 1 mana, I should only have 2 there. For 1 mana, we are going to be able to put Defender takes 2 fire tokens. So we're going to do that. And again, it doesn't say anywhere on here that that Cerberus is immune to fire. So that's 3 fire tokens on Cerberus at the cost of a mana. And then we gain +1 mana, so we'll get that back. And then for 1 mana, we can get a reroll. Do I want to reroll any of that before the damage is taken? Let's go check that out. Yes, I do. We're going to reroll this die here and see if we can do something better. And we did. Okay, that's much better. So that's 2, 3, 4. This was negated, and then we're going to take 1 damage because I believe the combat claw, the hero takes 1 fire token. So that means our hero, our ranger, is at 4 fire tokens. He's going down next turn, or the highest, no, without a doubt, because this is the last action. And we didn't take a damage, but we did take that. Okay, so but we're going to do 2, 3, 4 points of damage. So we got 1, 2, 3. We put a 5 and take away 2, so we're at 7 points of damage. That's pretty good. And 7 of 15. I don't know how good that is. And that is, unfortunately, going to be the end of Nahias's turn. It's pretty clear that Nahias is going down next turn. That is for sure, I think. And I don't see any way for us to prevent that. But we still do have our Shaman to go, and we're going to take that action now. Zuri is over here on the board. Zuri does have the Tribal Spear as an attack. We could use that. We also have, I think we're going to move and transform into, and the Peck thing says roll, but we don't, there's no defense against the Peck, I realized. So we're just going to deal wounds equal to the enemies in magic range. We could do that from where we're at. No, we have to move 1 and then transform. Do I want to do that? Or do I want to charge in and melee him with the mace? I just don't think this is that great. I mean, we have a reroll, but it says if you took at least 1 wound in this attack, deal 1 wound to the defender. That's useful. That's probably might give us better than the Peck ability. Or the bear. I can move Cerberus back. That could actually be helpful. Because the bear's ability is transform roar. May move 1 enemy in magic range 1 zone, 1 space. I don't think it's going to matter because Nahias is just going to burn to death. And Cerberus is going to try and attack it, but that's his thing. So it says if all heroes on Cerberus zone have fire. So it's going to do its fire thing where it flips things and lights people on fire. So if we push it back, how does that work? If any hero has no, it's going to move 2. So that is not going to be helpful. I think we need to do damage. Now the bear, we do have the savagery with the bear. Attack with 1 bear token. We would ignore claws on the black dice, and the defender suffers the wound instead of you. That would be pretty good. We could attack with the bear. That would give us 1 yellow die, and it has a combat ability to also ignore 1 black die. But I think we have that ability anyway. Well, not to ignore it. We have the ability to not suffer damage from it. So I go in with the bear. The peck is an orange die, and it just takes damage. So, but we can only transform once per turn. So I think we're going to move. So our first action is going to be to move. We're going to move into the space, and then we will transform into the bear. Now it says may move 1 enemy, so I don't think we're going to move an enemy. We're just going to transform into the bear. Maybe take some less damage. It is going to then take our second action to attack. It'll be 1 yellow die versus all the other stuff. Okay, so we're just going to have 1 yellow die. So odds of us doing damage aren't that great. But let's give it a go, see what we get. That actually is terrible. Well, it's not that bad, actually, really. We have 1 sword, 1 shield, so nothing happens in this round. It would be a wasted turn if we don't re-roll. So I think we're going to re-roll this die and see if we can get some damage. We didn't. We got our shadow ability. What is that? Increase each of your animals. Oh, I was also supposed to do this. You may return 1 discarded potion when you transform from your inventory. That will be the health potion again. We're going to keep doing that. And then our shadow ability, it also says at the start of each turn, increase every track that you are transformed into. That's all of them. So I'm going to go to 4, 8, and 8 on these 2. Okay, but we're in bear form now. So I don't have to worry about negating the black die, but what is our shadow ability? It says increase each animal form attract by 1 and gain a mana. Okay, well, we'll go up to 5, 9, and 9, and then we'll gain 1 mana. But that's basically it. I have a reroll. Okay, I did the reroll. Oh, I had to spend a mana from that, so I would be down to 2 still. Because of the gloves or spend a mana and get a reroll. So I can do the reroll from the black bear as well. Drop that down to 1, and then I can't. If I'm going to use that, I can't reroll it. So I'd have to reroll this one and see if I get lucky enough to do more. I did not. Okay, so we didn't do anything that turn, damage-wise. Then she'll take her final turn to do the same thing again, I guess. This is rough. Okay, well this is better than last time. Okay. I still think we're going to spend another mana to reroll. We're going to reroll the shadow die. That's better. We got 3 no shields. That's good. We did get a claw and an attack. So we can spend one of our bear abilities. We're down to 8. Actually, I think we're down to 7. We're down to 7. Ignore 1 attack from the defender, and the defender suffers the damage instead. So we're going to do that. However, I am going to take a claw, which means a fire token, right? So I can also then, well, that's not a reroll. Sorry, I messed. It didn't matter. I didn't do any damage. It's not a reroll. It's you can spend one of the bears to not suffer the effects of this. So we'll do that also. 6. That puts us down to 6 on the bear, but we did 2, 3, and 3 damage. That's it. 3 damage, and then 1 more because the claw on it says ignore 1. The defender suffers it instead of you. So we did 4 more damage. So we are at 11 damage out of 15. That's not bad, but it's going to get another round against us. So that is pretty rough. And that is the end of Zuri's turn. Zuri is full health. That's good. But Cerberus isn't actually going to attack us this turn. Let's go see what Cerberus is going to do. So that's the end of the hero phase. Now we're going to go to the enemy phase. So here comes the undead mob. They're going to make it to there. That is wonderful. Here they come. They're coming up behind us. We're in serious trouble because our ranger is on fire. And that's bad. Okay, so then we're going to, after that, so then now Cerberus is going to act. Now Cerberus's ability, okay, we're triggering Cerberus. I have to think that Cerberus is going to take this damage. So we're going to roll 3 dice. I know it doesn't say he doesn't. So 3 dice, we might kill him. That'd be awesome. 3 dice here. Let's see what kind of damage we can do. We did 2, 3, 4 damage. I'm just going to read his card. It doesn't say anything about being immune to fire. It just says that these tokens, heroes still suffer the effects. These don't go away. But if we do this much damage, we're going to kill it. If any hero... And I'm going to look up fire tokens. I don't think that you get to defend against them. No, you just get 1 wound for each one. So that's 5. We inadvertently killed Cerberus with fire. Now, I still think Nahaias is going down. That's not going to stop that. But we did manage to kill Nahaias with fire. Okay. I'm sorry, not Nahaias. Cerberus. So Cerberus has gone down. That is cool. And let's take a look at it. So we did 16 points of damage, actually, to Cerberus. And he did not get to do this because he didn't get to attack us. Oh man, I should have been rolling 2 blue dice. Oh man, I messed that up. Let me think about how I might want to resolve that. Maybe we didn't kill him. Here, I'll roll a die and I'll take damage away based on what I roll. So 1, that's 15. Oh, see. So Cerberus is going to have, we're going to have to do this right now. Cerberus is going to have 10. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll say that's the way that goes. Now, Cerberus, however, does lose the fire damage that came off of it. And so now, since he does get to activate, we're not going to attack. He's going to do this ability. I think that was fair. What do you think? You tell me. Now, I got to remember all these little, teeny little, needly things. It's just, I think if you're playing with more people, it's a lot easier to remember that stuff. Okay, if any hero has no fire, yeah, well, we have 2 heroes with no fire. Cerberus moves 2 zones and tosses all 3. Does it say will move or can move? No, it's going to move 2 zones. So I guess he's going to move here with Nahaias. And then we're going to flip all 3 of the tokens. Toss all 3 Cerberus tokens. Each hero in magic range takes 1 fire for each token. That's wonderful. So here are those tokens. I'm going to hopefully, man, y'all, this is just ridiculous. So all 3 fire tokens. So that's 3 fire on Zuri. And these characters are going to go down with this. This is horrible. 3 fire on Urk, and 3 more fire on Nahaias. So Nahaias is going to roll like 10 dice and go down with the ship when the next round comes up. Okay. All right. Well, that's the enemy phase down. Level up phase. Nobody's leveling up, I don't believe. Nope, nobody's leveling up that I can see. And then the darkness phase. So the darkness phase, this is going to go up 1, and we are going to put a epic loot. What is that symbol? That is a new symbol. What is that? I think that's the epic loot, right? Yeah. There. This one, we're going to put one of these in the bag. So, and that's going to be the darkness phase for right now. So the bag is pretty potent if we can survive long enough to get it. But we're going to end this episode here. Sorry about the little mishap with that. I was supposed to be rolling 2 dice. I was rolling 1. But I think I covered it reasonably enough by rolling an extra 2 dice against the 2 attacks that went against Cerberus that way. It might have been 3. I don't even know. Let's. I think it was 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We did a lot of attacks actually. Let me see. I'm going to go back and review it and see how much damage I may not have taken, and I'll correct that in the next episode. So Cerberus is not as damaged as I would like. We're going to have to still wall up on Cerberus if we survive that next round. So again, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Sorry I messed that up. I had to step away from the game because my studio is too hot. I can't work in it for very long, and I stepped away for a little while and forgot some things. So it led to some mishaps. I'm sorry about the dice rolls, but I will fix that and see where we land. So thanks again. Take care. I'll see you in the next episode.